Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. Its continuing mission to explore strange...
Okay, it's not Jean-Luc Picard really. It's Dr. Pickavance here, one of the chemistry teachers from Space Studio West London. And today I'd like to give you an introduction into the chemistry of space. So when you think about space, what is it that you think of? Stars? Maybe planets? Potentially galaxies? But I bet you don't think about chemistry. But out in the vast reaches of space, there's a lot of chemistry to study. Let's start at the beginning. What is the most common element in the universe? Go on, have a guess. Well, the answer is hydrogen. In fact, 74% of all atoms in the universe are hydrogen atoms. It's the simplest element, and it's also the lightest element. And it's believed that almost all of the hydrogen that we observe today was actually created during the Big Bang. To help us understand why this is, we need to know what atoms look like up close. I'll start with a general example. All atoms are made of two parts, a central nucleus and then shells that surround it. The nucleus holds two types of particles, protons and neutrons. Protons are positively charged, neutrons have no charge. Around the nucleus we find a third type of particle called an electron, which is negatively charged. Now, the reason we can say the hydrogen atom is the simplest atom is because it contains only one proton in its nucleus and it has only one electron orbiting it. To give you an idea as to how small these particles are, I'm going to write out the mass of one proton in kilograms. 27 zeros are required before the 17. It's very small. And one electron is even smaller. In fact, 2,000 electrons are needed to reach the same mass as one proton. So if we have all these hydrogen atoms out in the universe, what happens when they get close together? Well, if you draw the two atoms apart, you can see that they've both got the one proton and the one electron. As they come close together, the orbitals of the two electrons are going to overlap, and we end up with a situation where we have two atoms joined together, sharing the electrons. What us chemists call a covalent bond. Now, it turns out that the formation of these bonds was very important in the early universe. In fact, without it, stars would not have been able to form. The early universe was so hot that the gas required to make stars would boil off as they formed. It was the production of these hydrogen molecules that allowed the universe to cool, which in turn allowed stars to form. So without this first chemical reaction, there would be no stars for astronomers to study.